The Office of the Attorney General has confirmed that it is facilitating the investigation into the circumstances that led to convicted Nigerian fraudster Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas attaining a St. Kitts Nevis passport through a sham marriage. Hushpuppi was on Monday sentenced to 11 years in prison by a California court in order to pay over $1.7 million in restitution to two victims. He was convicted for his role in an international fraud syndicate. A press release from the Office of the Attorney General issued Tuesday explained that the investigations by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force into the Hushpuppi matter was stalled last year because a request for information from the U.S. investigating authorities was delayed. This was because the request for assistance, which was to be approved by the Office of the Attorney General, was not approved by the previous Attorney General, the release disclosed. The release said that in July 2021, law enforcement authorities in the United States contacted the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force to provide information about Hushpuppi's alleged criminal activities in St. Kitts. A formal investigation was launched by the police force here. The police, in September 2021, prepared a draft request for assistance from the United States in the investigation of Hushpuppi, pursuant to the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, MLAT request. This MLAT request sought to obtain formal evidence from the United States to assist the local police investigation, which has implicated persons residing in the United States and in St. Kitts. The then Director of Public Prosecutions swiftly provided his input, and the MLAT request was then forwarded to the Attorney General's office, which is the competent state entity responsible for sending MLAT requests to foreign states and countries. The draft MLAT request, according to the release dated September 15, 2021, thereafter remained unapproved by the then Attorney General. According to the release, the current AG, Garth Wilkin, on October 21st this year, after an inquiry into the status of the investigation, was provided with a copy of the draft MLAT request and has been in communication with the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force to finalize it for forwarding to the United States. The police force has confirmed that the investigation is ongoing, but the delayed MLAT request has decelerated its progress. The Attorney General's office said it is actively taking steps to arrange for the swift transmission of the MLAT request to ensure that the local police investigation can be concluded and, if necessary, in the views of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and Director of Public Prosecutions, persons involved in this alleged sham citizenship by marriage scheme can be charged and brought to justice in St. Kitts and Nevis. The Attorney General's office will also swiftly advise the Prime Minister and Minister of National Security as to his options with the respect to Hushpuppi's citizenship, the release continued. Meanwhile, the Attorney General's office further disclosed that on August 5, 2021, in the National Assembly, the former Prime Minister stated that the matter of revocation of Mr. Abbas's citizenship has been put before the Attorney General for advice and guidance. However, the Attorney General's office is now stating it has been unable to locate any such file. SK Newsline will continue to monitor this development. Reporting for SK Newsline, I'm Andre Huey.
Former Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris circulated a document he intended to read in the National Assembly regarding comments made by current Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew on the financial status of St. Kitts and Nevis. In a recent sitting of Parliament, the Speaker ruled against Dr. Harris speaking on the matters on the grounds that he was referring to statements made outside the environment of a National Assembly sitting. According to Dr. Harris, who was the Minister of Finance under the previous Team Unity administration, as of 3rd August 2022, just 2 days away from the general elections, the financial position of the country was positive, and not as Prime Minister Drew, the current Minister of Finance, indicated on a popular local radio talk show.
I want to say that we inherited a deficit. A deficit, for those who may not understand, it means that more is going out than was coming in. Instead of a surplus is the opposite of a surplus. So it means, therefore, in other terms, we are in the red when it comes to our overall finances. And this report would have been delivered to me by the FS just recently after doing an assessment. So we inherited a deficit.
According to Dr. Harris's document, as of 3rd August 2022, the country had accumulated millions of dollars, and he states in his document the following, quote, as of 3rd August 2022, St. Kitts and Nevis, under my watch as Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, had accumulated cash position $688,095,501.41. This is an outstanding financial achievement. My administration left our successors a country that is, all St. Kitts and Nevis, with a most healthy financial position, a most sizable deposit buffer of $688 million, closer to $1 billion than zero. The honorable member must explain how, in less than 90 days, he spent off or wasted $688 million of our financial resources to put the country in the red. End quote. From the observation of SKN Newsline, both members of the National Assembly appear to be speaking of two different aspects of the country's financial status. Dr. Drew appears to be referring to the overall financial situation that is inclusive of statutory corporations such as Skellig and Scasper, while Dr. Harris seems to be referring to the country's current and investment accounts. SKN Newsline will attempt to shed further light on this matter in subsequent reports. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
Your vehicle is very important to you. That's why you should ensure it gets the best service and care possible only at IAS Diagnostic Center, located at Bird Rock behind the Life Fitness Center gym. Come to IAS Diagnostic Center for wheel alignment, rotor cutting, AC servicing, wheel balancing, oil filter change, diagnostic, tire repair and sale, tinting, and much more. With top-of-the-line equipment, come to IAS Diagnostic Center in Bird Rock. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 767-4422, 662-4416, or 466-6708. IAS Diagnostic Center for quality care of your vehicle.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips. Nestled between evergreen mountains and the Caribbean Sea on the island of St. Kitts is the Millhouse Guest House and Convention Center. With breathtaking views, a rugged, beautiful shoreline, and immaculate manicured gardens make this the perfect location for your holiday, event, or wedding. With a large convention center, apartments with balconies providing stunning views, and a secluded cottage for larger family groups or honeymooning couples looking for some privacy. We have something for everyone. Book your stay at www.millhouseskn.com or visit our Facebook page, the Millhouse Guest House and Convention Center, an oasis of tranquility.
It's the gospel event of the year. Tehillah Band presents G5's Go Party. Friday, November 18th, 7 p.m. The Church of God of Prophecy at Buckley's location. Featuring headline artists from St. Lucia, Emron Henry.
Man, we are coming out. We are coming with the
From the British Virgin Islands, Red White. Take it. From Queens to the Neighbors, Restoration Gospel.
We wanna see Jesus.
And from Sweet Sugar St. Kitts, M1. Roots Band. And the host band, Tehillah.
We pressing God. We going all over God.
It's comedy, live music, prizes, games, and ministry. Get your early bird tickets now for only $40 until October 31st. Regular price for tickets, $50. Purchase tickets at Bev's Enterprises on 4th Street. On Nevis, call Yolanda De Castro at 663-7655. Tickets can also be purchased on JAD at events.jad.cash/G-Vibes. It's G-Vibes Glow Party, Friday, November 18th, 7 p.m. at the Church of God of Prophecy, Buckley's location. Come on out and let's turn nightlife into light life for Jesus Christ.
Holy Ghost, I'm a warrior. Earth, that's a hamper. I'm a warrior.
Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew highlighted several areas where the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis has benefited from the technical and financial assistance, capacity building and international advocacy with the Republic of China on Taiwan as a direct result of its bilateral relationship with the Republic of China on Taiwan, which was established shortly after the Federation gained its independence back in 1983. The Prime Minister was given remarks at the military parade where he was saluted with a military guard of honor at the Presidential Palace in Taipei, Taiwan, Tuesday, during his first state visit to Taiwan.
As true friends, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is always ready to use its influence in international fora to advocate for values and principles which we share with the Republic of China, Taiwan. We therefore have no difficulty in promoting our shared values of democracy, good governance, human rights, and the rule of law. We believe firmly that the Republic of China, Taiwan has a role to play in sustaining a vibrant global economy through manufacturing and export of quality goods and services. Taiwan can also contribute to the global effort to find solutions to pandemics, climate change adaptation and mitigation endeavors, disaster preparedness, food and livelihood security. And at the global level, Taiwan has assisted us in achieving sustainable development goals in all its dimensions.
President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Tsai Ing-wen, renewed Taiwan's commitment to St. Kitts and Nevis.
Since establishing diplomatic relations 39 years ago, our countries have supported each other through good times and difficult times, and we continue to strengthen collaboration in all fields, yielding extremely fruitful results.
On Wednesday, Dr. Drew and the St. Kitts and Nevis delegation are scheduled to visit the Environmental Protection Administration, Executive 1, and meet with His Excellency Sai Ching-chang, Minister of Environmental Protection, and also pay a visit to the National Health Insurance Administration, Ministry of Health and Welfare, Director General of the National Health Insurance Administration. Also on Wednesday, the Prime Minister will meet with students from St. Kitts universities in Taiwan on scholarships at the Embassy of St. Kitts and Nevis in Taipei. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
While students remained at home instructed by teachers via online services, business entities opened as usual just as the overnight moderate and persistent showers began to ease. No major incidents were reported as a consequence of the stormy weather, and air and sea services remained uninterrupted as American Airlines and cargo services continued at the Robert L. Bratch International Airport and cruise activity